G'day, Fiddler Dan here. I get a lot of people coming to my workshop hoping to sell their violin. Sometimes I can help them, sometimes not. But here are some tips for you if you're trying to sell your violin privately. Step one is to get an idea of your violin's value. If it's a student violin, you can look inside the F-hole and see a label there, and that'll tell you a lot that you need to know about the violin. And you can go and Google that label and see how much a reputable violin store is selling that instrument for, and that'll give you an idea of its value when it was new. These should not be confused with the cheap online marketplace violins. You definitely won't want to be selling those. If it's an older violin, then you want to beware the Stradivarius label. It's not actually a Strad. See one of my earlier videos all about these kinds of violins. The next thing you want to look at is the condition of the violin. The pegs, the bodywork, the running gear, in particular the case, and the bow, and so on. So now that you know what your violin's worth, you've got to think about the resale value. And resale is quite a different number to the value of the instrument when new. So for a $1,000 violin, you might be able to sell that for $650, say, if it's in really good condition. If you're hoping to sell it to a music shop, bear in mind that their buy price for an instrument is around half of the retail value, and so they're only going to be able to offer a small fraction of that. So how are you going to sell your violin? Well, your first step really is to establish your authenticity. Get some good pictures. If you can get some receipts from when you bought it or had it repaired, that helps a buyer be comfortable with the value. And then next, particularly for a student violin, reach out to your school networks, your social networks, and you can usually sell a violin there quite reliably. If it's a more expensive violin, the proposition is quite a bit different, because people are unwilling usually to buy an expensive violin from a private seller, and that's where you might need to go through a shop or someone that'll sell it on consignment. Anyway, those are just a few thoughts, and thanks for listening. Bye for now.